We're live.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we're live. All right, test and see. So that's our viewer count, and that's see how many people are joining, so we can wait and hang out until people start joining. Gonna say 10. Wait a few minutes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Take this license. This is not here. I'll put these back after the live. Should I find you on here? Sorry. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yep, we are live. Looks good. Oh, looks good.
That one is you, isn't it?
No, I just left.
So there is one person on?
Yes, one person is joining. Just go to our homepage. It should be there.
Okay.
Just type in Islip Town for. There we go.
George, I see that handsome man.
Click on it and you're in.
Now there's 0.
Oh, maybe it wasn't. Huh.
Oh, well.
All right. Well, we'll go more few minutes and then we'll hang out.
You should have put a backdrop for you guys.
I don't know whether you can do that.
Well, I think having our records like
Yeah.
that is fine. You know.
So we can't tell
I
who
believe
is.
that's Devon.
Well, yeah, but we can't tell who's on, right?
No, yeah, but the chat's open. Devon, see if you could comment in the chat.
I don't see you. Oh, okay, maybe.
I wonder if you have to be signed in and have an account. Yep, you got to sign in and have an account to comment. Which everybody should have a YouTube account. It's 1 minute past what we said, so we'll see. If not, we could just always discuss, and this could be a video up for the channel because it's just a informative video too.
Oh, come on. I'm not feeling why you need my phone.
No, she dropped out.
Yeah, because she's signing into her YouTube.
Actually going to Google. I don't know why.
Well, doesn't Google own YouTube?
You are absolutely right, but I've never had that issue. I just click sign in on my YouTube app and it just signs in.
Well, you know what? Because it's still going to.
I'm going to keep it in just to fluff us. So I'll keep this here. So we should have a viewer in me soon. Yep, it's me.
Okay, it won't let me sign into YouTube. We have to sign into.
Somebody else is on.
Let's see.
Is 3?
Yes, we're getting our viewers. We're seeing you guys.
Yeah, we can't tell who. Oops.
I mean, it's
Whoever is here. You can.
Yep.
Hopefully, type us.
Yeah,
so
you
we
need a
know who's
YouTube
here.
account though to type.
Oh, okay.
Everybody should have. Well,
No,
I'd be
I don't.
surprised. I'm surprised.
But we're trying this.
Mm-hmm. Back
down to 1.
Well, we don't have to worry about the viewers because
No,
again,
okay.
this is going to be saved to the YouTube. So once it's done, and it'll just be an informative video. If
Mhm.
not, because you did have this great outline here.
Mhm.
It came under my thing to Sandra Sanchez. I changed something one day, but I'm here.
Okay.
That works.
Yes, we see your comment. Hello, hello. So, this and just go. There you go.
4.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Good.
We're getting people now.
Wait a little while, a short while longer, and
We'll get started.
Town clerk.
Yes. Okay. Let me see that real quick. What's this?
see this. We're good. I can see things, but they're backwards.
Janet just sent us a message. She won't be able to join, sadly. Saw me.
Okay. We're up to a few.
All right, I guess we could start, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, for anyone who's unfamiliar of what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be having this little live stream here with questions and answers. You know, feel free to type in the chat. We'll be answering as we go. And it should be relatively easy because we also have an outline going forward about what we do here exactly as well. This is all me, right?
No, that's
Okay.
me. Yeah, we have put this together. Anyway, what I wanted to quickly go over is some of the duties of the town historian are not, if you ever want to get it, it's a document put out by the state, which specifically tells what I'm supposed to be doing, and basically research, writing, teaching, and public presentations, historic preservation, and organization, advocacy, and tourist promotion are the big things. And it tells us what we're not supposed to do, but we wind up doing it anyway. So actually later on this week, we'll be meeting with the other town historians around Long Island on a meeting online. Chris is a valuable, literally the right arm of this organization. And he has an important position, which we'll have him cover in a few minutes as we go through this. We're here to support you and many other entities and private. Just to give you an example, and I've got a piece here. We are preparing or finishing for the state of New York, which will give some money. This is on Fire Island, the Fire Island Light Station Historic Land Boundary Research, which has taken almost 2 months of effort to research to get meets and bounds for Fire Island so they can give some money to the restoration of the lighthouse steps. So that's the kind of things we do. We do work for the county when they call for documents we might have. And of course, numerous town offices call for looking for historic structures. And private people, hey, my ancestor lived in Islip sometime during the first ice age. Do you happen to have any details on them, or less silly than that? But things get really busy around here because there's 2 of us, and it sometimes gets completely out of hand.
Yes.
Just to let you know, everybody to know what's happening, a great deal falls on Chris, especially, and we'll discuss the scanner that's coming in and conservation on the royal patents. And he will be picking up a little more this month as of the day-to-day work, as I am going to have my eyes operated on for cataract surgery. And I've been told I am supposed to behave by the doctor. Apparently he knows me better than I do. So I will be in and out during the month as things are worked on, one eye at a time, which should be interesting trying to drive with glasses that are made for not 2020. Chris?
Yes, and remember our office is always open, so feel free to send us any questions, any stuff like that you may have about the town's history, stuff about your home history. You could always reach us out. In fact, I will put in the chat before the stream's over my email, which you could send me articles that you want to see featured in our vignette, which is our magazine series, which is, from what I've been told, has been a great hit around the town. A bunch of historical societies and groups have been loving the vignette series. And you could always call us too, which I will link our phone number here as well. So you could reach me if George isn't available. And if either of us aren't there, you can always leave a message. Our messaging machine is always there to take your calls.
One of the, over the last year, it's been growing is home histories. People, with so many people and so many houses being sold and property ownership changing, people are coming in with no knowledge of the town. So we've been sending out a lot of information on town history from the pamphlets that we have available, and at the same time doing some looking for people or having them come in and do further research on the history of the town. I've already mentioned the Fire Island report that has been one of the large efforts. We have a joke around here. It's not so funny because it has been a very time-consuming effort, but a building in Bayport, which is on the market for the last 3 years, comes up every spring. So we send out a lot of documents on the history of that particular structure. The videos are on this channel, and you are welcome to use them, and we'll discuss that a little later. And the displays, we've been working on a lot of displays over the last few years. We have a nice backlog, and new ones are coming. And all of this stuff is open for your organization's use, and all you have to do is ask. And we would be happy to help you either develop one or kind of use one of the ones we already have. Chris, you want to talk about the cataloging project?
Oh, yes, the spreadsheets and all that. So we've been working hard over the past few years. I've been, developing and creating our digital catalog of our spreadsheets for the town of Islip. Now, this has been a very long and arduous process, but we've slowly got, I believe, a good handle on it, these past few years, where we're now able to pull the records easily. We're able to locate and track requests better. And it has been a joy working alongside George as we've been uncovering a bunch of history of the town, because a lot of these records have not been cataloged until now. So the more that I go through these boxes that we find and the boxes that we've had in our own records, the more we're able to get a better understanding of the town's history. So it's been a pleasure doing it.
We've stumbled across some interesting things that were stuck on shelves, and one of the items we're working with other groups on, everything from the slave records to a rather interesting document, which is the records of the Islip Town Board of Health, which opened up a whole new picture into some of the incidents in the mid to late 1800s into the early 1900s that kind of had been lost because we thought they were in the town minutes and we couldn't find them. Well, this book has them in detail, and some of those articles you'll see in the vignettes coming out, and also those things will be open. Chris, do you want to discuss a little about the e-blasts?
Yes, our e-blasts. So what we've been doing is we've been slowly building up a large contact sheet of all the local historical societies and any organizations that have been involved in the town that have been developing their history. We've been trying to create this uniformed email connections to have everybody communicate with us and us to be transparent with what we're doing in the future and what we plan on doing. And this e-blast mailing list is to also allow the open conversation of you guys to send us any information that you want us to share out in these e-blasts. So like magazine articles that you want us to include in our vignette magazine series, anything that you want George and I to research or look into, we are more than happy to do it. And that's what this e-blast has been the main goal. And I believe we've been achieving it because everybody's been loving it and been receiving our emails. And it's definitely created an open dialogue between the groups in the town.
We hope to get more of that. And of course, talking about
Yes.
open dialogue, this is the latest issue of the vignettes, which you should have, though, because I was down in South Carolina with my grandson, we had a little glitch on some things, but we'll fix it. And, you know, we have a new format for it, which I have to admit we borrowed from another organization. So we put frames around pictures and things. It looks much better.
Yes.
And we have some great articles coming, interesting things coming up in that. What are some of the plans for the year? Well, we got Living History Day coming up, and I will emphasize it again. Great way for your group to get out there, get seen, and nations have got the handouts. If you don't, we'll be sending out more e-blasts with those in it. Civil War weekend is going to be coming up September 17th and 18th this year. And Civil War Christmas at St. John's will be December 10th. And of course, the vignettes will continue throughout the year. Chris, you talk about the live possibility of more live streams.
Yes. Remember, we want to keep this going. So we want to keep the live streams and these open conversations. And, you know, we want to have the community engage with us by hearing our voices and seeing us. So the live streams, we hope to do definitely more as the year progresses. We'll let you know, obviously, through the emails, and we can even let you know via the channel by leaving a community tab open to communicate and let you guys know when we'll be doing another live stream. But we want to keep doing these. We hope that you're enjoying this so far. And this live stream, for anyone who misses it, will be up on the YouTube channel. So you can always feel free to dive into that. And then you could also take a gander at all our other videos and content on there.
And more videos are coming. I know I've got the scripts partially written. New displays are coming. Those of you who have been over here to 401, we do have a cabinet out front, which we rotate displays in, though we've been a little reticent this year about getting a new display up, and they're coming. Our display development area, alias my basement, needs a little cleaning, so that's part of the reason. By the way, we have all sorts of display placards which give information on the town of Islip, areas of history, everything from the Central Islip State Hospital all around to the very first page of our minutes and everything in between. And they're available for you to use in libraries, displays, and schools. We'll even customize for it. And an example is Women's History display we did in cooperation with the Friends of Connecticut and the state park there, where in fact some of the information was used to develop a trail, Women's History Trail, as well as background and displays that were in the clubhouse. So we do have those and look forward to doing more and working with you to develop more about each community in the town of Islip. Chris, now you get to do the big ones.
Yes. So the first thing on our agenda we'll discuss a little bit is our scanner. This has been a long and arduous project that we've been working with the town clerk's office in Old Murray, and George has been assisting me as well. And the scanner will open a lot of windows up for the town, as we'll be able to finally and properly digitize our historic collection. Now, our historic collection is quite large, if people aren't aware of this. We have highway books, we have the town minutes, which are probably the most important on our list, because we have the original minutes book, which goes back to 1720, which will probably be the first one on our agenda when the scanner's set up to start scanning and digitizing. And once these are digitized, we'll be able to get them out to you. You know, whatever you want, whatever you request, we can send you these documents over to help facilitate and your group with their research, because the minutes are, as George likes to put it all the time, it's a wealth of knowledge, and it's always a gateway into what the life was like in the past. Then the next thing that goes kind of hand in hand with the scanners are the patents, which are the Mulberry patents, which were up in the town hall 655, These patents have also been a long process, but we're finally getting them conserved with a proper conservator, and hopefully within the next 6 months or so, maybe a little bit longer, give or take, we'll have them back, and they'll be properly protected for the future generations to look at. And then those will also have digitized. The company's going to digitize those for us, so we'll be able to get a better look at stuff that was illegible on the original documents because of the time. Time is the biggest number on these papers. Once a few years pass, especially with the old quality from the vellum, it starts to break down, and now we'll finally be able to get a better grasp and be able to properly read them again.
What is real interest, by the way, as far as the scanner goes, one of the major processes would be for the clerk's office for the various birth and death records and so forth, which won't be open, obviously, to the public, but at least so we don't damage the books anymore, because we get a lot of requests for genealogy work. And as far as the patents go, when we got a chance to look at these, when we were examining them to send them out, we found out that this is one of the only places that names of the native peoples that lived here were preserved on these documents. And not only do we have that, we have their marks and the name next to the mark, and that's precious, because otherwise there is very little written available on it. So that will be a great piece for town history. The PowerPoint videos, which are up here on the town clerk site, these are available for your use. And if you want to use, decide that you want a meeting where you just put this up and put a video up, they are PowerPoint. None of us are professional speakers on when we read, but they're not bad. The information's good.
Yes.
And they give some pictures of the town and some other information on everything from the first page of the documents to early schooling in the town, and also the history of the town seal. So those are available for use. If some of them had to be broken into 15-minute segments because they were so long, obviously for YouTube, but we have a full segment. If you need it, we can get it to you, or you can stop by and we'll download it for you so you could use it for meetings. So take time to take a look at what's up there, and more are coming. We've got some more coming, including history of the clerk's office and a few other things that are in development. We have also helped a number of groups with the roadside markers. We now have a new process, which we are trying out with the Society of the Grand Army of the Republic. They're putting up a marker for General de Trobriand. We're still got a few bumps on the road, but we'll get those straightened out. But it will allow the process to get all the information down and the process to flow much faster than it has in the past. And it would put it so once it starts going through all the process in the town, I can keep track of it because I know where it's going to go. So that's finished and already started, and we'll let you know how that progresses. Got a number of other initiatives, a lot of new research going on, a lot of people doing research on their own. We have one young woman who was going to graduate from high school, who's doing a Girl Scout Gold Award project. We've been discussing back and forth and mentoring her on this, and it's going to be working on the Jewish history of the town of Islip, something that there is little on, and she's really excited and just need to, like all new researchers, we got to get her focused a little more, and I think that'll be fine. We've had other communities we're working to set up with a group from the native peoples of this area to work on their history and develop what we have on that and improve it. The African American community, which we've been working with, they'll be meeting with us tomorrow to go over some tomorrow. No, Thursday.
Thursday.
Don't mind me, I have no idea what day it is. And we've also made some contacts with the Hispanic community, so we start getting those stories in the rich history of the town of Islip, and have special files for that. Something I've been working on, and I will get it out eventually now that I'm kind of over my head with this research for the state, but that's almost finished, is a mission, what I call Mission 26, stolen from the old National Park Service Mission 66. The object of Mission 26 is to get us ready for the the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution, which we've been involved with the Sons of the Revolution. We'll talk a little about that in a minute. And also with the other town historians, we're setting up a Long Island group. That will be Friday meeting. We're online meeting with all of them to work on that. And Islip's very important part that seems to have been lost by many people. We are working up a summer research intern, probably unpaid, but we do have somebody already very interested in doing that, getting here, learning how to research and working on some projects. We've had another thing where we had a high school contact us, and a young woman there who was graduating and going to go on into history was interested in being a historian. Met with her, she spent the day here looking at documents, and you'll read about her experience in this issue of the vignettes. And we want to continue that. If there's other high school or even college students want to come in and talk and spend some time. Chris has a degree in history. As you all know, I'm an engineer and a researcher for law, an investigator. So, but we have a rich background in history. And as the person who was here was surprised that, there was more than just teaching, more than even this job involved in a lot of organizations. So that's a worthwhile project. That was from East Islip High School, which has a shadowing program. We've been working and supporting St. John's. The Sons of the American Revolution have designated St. John's as a significant site for the celebration of the next anniversary of the American Revolution. The sign is up. It looks really nice. And we're also now working with them on getting a handle on the Islip town veterans and Revolutionary War veterans, and identifying some of the graves. Some we know, we are going to kind of fall back on you. For some you might know, we're anxious to get that started. I think we finally sorted out the Terry issue. We've had a lot of different requests where people find out a couple of interesting things about Long Island, in that everybody and every family seems to have the same names and similar birth dates. And we've helped sort some things out for people, only because my own family has that problem and I know how to sort. And we're also running work on a number of other things. Again, the home histories. We've had some interesting things where historians have called up, trying to trace people who were actually officials of the town of Islip, who couldn't understand how they could live in 4 towns within a very short period of time. And in all the cases, it turned out they never actually moved, except finally to Amityville in one case. But they were surprised that the town kept changing its name. And I just say it didn't change its name. The boundaries moved. The people stayed in place. So we've had some fun with that over the last year. So basically, that's kind of what we wanted to go through with you. We've been working very closely with Olga Murray, and that's been terrific. It's allowed us to do a lot of things. And we have fireproof cabinets. A lot of the materials are stored in there now. We've slowly, as you see back here, a few of the boxes of records, and there's more down the line, plus the fact the big rolling sections behind us. And we've been working with Newsday. We've gotten some articles out, and that's important. And if you need help to try to get something out you want to get out, give us a call. We have a contact with the new reporter from Islip Town, who is brand new to the area and interested in history. So we'll see what happens. Chris, it's question time. Or you have
any questions?
Else?
Anything else? We'll be here for another minute or so. If you want to add some questions, let us know what you want. And yeah, we hope to keep this open. We want to have an open dialogue with anyone that has anything they want to ask us. It's always, the door's always open. Phones are hot, and
Oh yeah, we should give out the phone numbers.
I did.
Oh, you
I
did.
gave him the contact and phone number. So feel free to reach us. We're always there. Like I said, if George is not here, I'm here. And if one of us doesn't get to the phone, you can always leave a message, and we will get to it promptly.
And you can get me at my home office. I do not mind getting calls. Everybody else does, so don't worry about it. Just with my secretary in that office sometimes snaps, but that's my wife, so you get used to Mary.
And yeah, remember the collection's always growing. So
Yeah,
we always have more information, and we plan on doing a bunch of fun things with the magazine series because there's never a dull moment in history in this town. We want to share that with anyone and everyone.
Yeah, we've in fact now I just blanked it. I'm starting to get old. Anyway,
it's okay. It'll come to it.
It'll come to it.
Yeah.
We've had a number of acquisitions from people just calling up and saying, "Hey, we saw something, and we're sending. I have this document." Well, it turns out in one case it was the planning for the airport. In another case, it was board information no one had, but this person took it home with them. And in another case, we have some maps that somebody gave to the Save a Library, and they've given it to us. So now we have some tax maps.
So we have a question. Where else will the information about June 11th be posted?
Yeah, that's something we maybe talk about that just for a minute. We are going to have to rely on you. We'll get the information out in e-blasts. We will be working with the Sable Farmers Market. They're going to advertise it. But you need to get the advertisements out too. Everything, libraries, anybody, anywhere. You can get into the schools. Again, it's kind of Chris and I. And
paper too. What
local newspapers?
Which one is that? Is it?
Our
local paper.
The one the town uses.
Yes.
I don't remember. It's the Ronkonkoma.
Yes, that's what it is.
It's the Ronkonkoma paper, which yeah. So we'll have it in as many places as we can, but one of the pieces of information we need is from you as to where we can put this, the patches, everything. And it's important that you give us a hand on getting the information out, because the more people that get there, and we're finding that the Civil War event, especially with Facebook and some of the other things, the Civil War event has become extremely popular, and we've been attracting a new demographic, people who actually have hair and young children instead of people who look like me. So that's been an important point. We have a lot of families that come and they are spending the entire day there. We hope the same thing for Living History Day. Obviously, the 2 years off kind of hurt us because we had a really great first Living History Day, and
yes,
this will take a little while to build steam, but the more help we get from you, the happier we're going to be.
All righty, and we'll stay a couple more, stay for a little bit longer if anyone has any more questions. If not, I think this was pretty good. I think we were able to explain what we are about down here and how we could better how we can continue to grow and better assist you. So we want to take this moment to thank everybody to stopping by. Thank everybody for watching, and this will be posted on the YouTube channel for you to look at. And once again, I say this, all our other videos are open to be viewed too. And feel free to share this.
Take care, everybody. And once my eyes are fixed, I'll be making more night meetings, but you don't want me driving at night right at the moment.
Thanks all. All right.